Hello and welcome. Today I have another ink sample review for you, and this is by Sailor. It's called Ink Studio 340, and these inks are fun. They just give them numbers, and they're all very different and beautiful. So let's go ahead and give this a test. This looks like it's a really nice deep blue so far. And these colors are really neat because a lot of times they include some beautiful shading or other effects, but usually it's shading. And they're always very pretty. I haven't had any that I didn't like. And another fun aspect is if you just look at the bottle, it doesn't have a very true example of what the ink will look like on the label on the front. So sometimes you just don't know what you're going to get. And it's always been a very good surprise. So, all right, we're going to set this aside to dry under the fan, and I will be right back. Okay, we're back with some copy paper. And I always test these colors on copy paper just in case maybe you're at work or school and don't have anything except for some cheap paper to work with, and you just want to know if the ink will behave itself. 340. It's copy paper. All right, so it is a really nice kind of maybe like a navy blue sort of. Very pretty. I'm going to set that aside to dry, and now we're going to try it on some HP 32, and we'll take a look at all these at the end as well. And if there are any colors that you would like to see me review, just leave a comment down below, and if I have that color or if I can get it, then we'll make a review video for you. All right, this is HP 32. There we go. This is a really pretty color. I can see it as it's drying. It looks like there's going to be quite a bit of shading in this. At least I hope so, because I love shading. There we go. All right, we'll set that aside. And then here's Tomo River paper. And Tomo River paper is usually very good at showing off all the different properties of the ink. So I'm hoping we'll get to see some really nice colors here. All right, Ink Studio 340, and this is Tomo River. All right, there we go. Take a look at that. Looking good so far. I am going to check on the swatch and see if it's dry, and I will be right back. All right, we're back. So this is a really nice ink. So first of all, it did great on the copy paper. So if all you have is cheap paper laying around, this is a really good ink to use. It's a very pretty, like I said, like a navy blue, and then there is a tiny bit of shading here that you still get to pick up, even though it's just a cheaper paper, you still get to see some of that shading. But then here it is compared to the HP 32, and you can see that the color is just more saturated and more bold and very pretty. And you can see even here the shading going from this lighter blue down to this darker blue. And in the writing here, the shading really stands out nicely. This is a beautiful color. And then here it is on Tomo River paper, and again you get to see the shading from the lighter blue down to the darker blue, and in the writing it comes out really nicely. So this is the fun with these inks, the Ink Studio numbered inks, is that you get some really beautiful, unexpectedly beautiful inks, but they just don't have a proper name. So anyway, here is the swatch that we made, and I love this because I think it really shows off all the complexity in this ink. So not only do you get this like light to dark blue shading effect and the shading down here in the writing, but hopefully the camera picks this up. But in real life you can see like little blushes of pink dotted around. it's giving it like a purpley effect in some places. So this is a beautiful, beautiful ink. This looks kind of like, to me, it looks like really deep in the ocean or something. Very beautiful. So if this was helpful to you at all, or if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you can see more. And thank you so much for watching. You have a great day.